Hello everybody and welcome to episode 11 of season 3 of Smackdown here in our WWE 2K25 Universe mode, booked as always by Wolf Ferris, and we are kicking things off as always with the 24/7 championship on the line. And look at this, the former 24/7 champion, former United States champion, The Miz, the most must-see superstar in Universe mode, is back. It's been a long time since we have seen the A-lister here on Universe mode. The Miz looking to challenge Joe Hendry for the 24/7 championship. And obviously, back when The Miz was on Monday Night Raw in our Universe mode, he had a bit of a run-in with Joe Hendry in the past. A rivalry reignited here to kick off SmackDown, as The Miz looking to become a two-time 24/7 champion here tonight in his Universe mode return. How great is it to see The Miz back in a Universe mode ring? The Miz believes ever since he was brought to the Blue brand in the Universe mode draft last year that he's been sidelined, he's been overlooked. The Miz, the veteran, looking to show Universe mode higher ups that he is capable of winning gold yet again. But if he wants to do that, he's going to have to beat a man who's been on a roll for the past month. Joe Hendry, the reigning and defending 24/7 champion, is once again here on SmackDown, looking to make another successful title defense here tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. Obviously, Joe Hendry still a part of the Monday Night Raw roster, but 24/7 title rules, you have to defend it every Raw, every SmackDown. Joe Hendry defeated Ethan Page last month to become 24/7 champion, and ever since, he has taken on the very best in the world in order to defend it. Tonight, he defends against a seasoned veteran in The Miz. Can Joe Hendry get the job done and retain his championship? As always, the prestigious 24/7 title on the line to kick off episode 11 of season 3 of Friday Night SmackDown.
Introducing the challenger, residing in Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz.
Can The Miz become a two-time champ tonight? Joe Hendry looking down at that championship that he himself recently has made prestigious. He has been one hell of a champion, but can tonight be the final time that we address Joe Hendry as the reigning 24/7 champion? That is what it is all about, our only title match of the night. However, we are still in for a good night of action here tonight on SmackDown. Miz the challenger, Hendry the champion. Our opening contest starts right now. Obviously, our main event tonight, a huge tag team match, as Roman Reigns, the world champion, and Jacob Fatu of the Bloodline will take on the reunited Bullet Club Gold, Jay White and Juice Robinson, on the road to Roman Reigns defending the world title against Jay White at the Royal Rumble. We're going to hear from the women's world champion Mercedes Moné after a shocking upset loss to Julia in last week's tag team match at New Year's Revolution, and also address her number one contender Kairi Sane. We're also going to hear from the women's intercontinental champion Julia Hart. There will be a huge 8-man tag team match. The winners will qualify for the men's Royal Rumble match. We're also going to see Dragon Lee go one-on-one with Damian Priest in another Royal Rumble qualifier. That will be very, very interesting to see. And also, Asuka has been cleared by medical professionals to return to the ring. She will go one-on-one with the woman who attacked her backstage last week, Athena. Also, one half for the World Tag Team Champions, Alex Shelley, will go one-on-one with one half of the #1 contenders, Noam Dar of Metaphor. All that and so much more still to come here tonight on SmackDown, as now Joe Hendry appears to be in control of this 24/7 title match, has The Miz in position for the drift away. And Joe Hendry, obviously a man who loves to play around, make some song parodies, but Joe Hendry is so amazing in the ring, as he has proven for the past month. But now look at this, The Miz. Well, very rare we see this from him. Rear naked choke. But Hendry, obviously still a little bit fresh, able to get out of that predicament. And Miz is going to need to use his underhanded tactics, use his veteran instincts if he wants any chance of becoming the brand new 24/7 champion here tonight, because Joe Hendry is wrestling circles around The Miz. Obviously, the last time these two went one-on-one in Universe Mode, it was indeed Joe Hendry who picked up the victory. That was last year on Monday Night Raw. Oh, God. Nice shot right to the face of The Miz, and now Hendry. Well, here we go. Oh, clothesline. Didn't look like he got all of it, but it was enough for The Miz to go to the turnbuckle, and now Hendry into the snake eyes. The Miz is not looking like his usual self here. Joe Hendry has been on a roll. Shoulder tackle. Miz is down for the count. And now smart strategy by Hendry, going for the leg. And now he's going to go for it. Going to go for that standing ovation. Oh no. Miz able to counter into the knee plus. Shades of Monday Night Raw's Bryan Danielson, who Miz has a storied history with. And now Miz. Skull-crushing finale. Are we going to crown a new 24/7 champion? Hendry kicks out. Miz able to connect the knee plus. Oh, look at this. Now removing the buckle pad. And now smart strategy by The Miz, hiding the buckle pad from the referee, Jessica Carr. And these two men trying to size up one another. Obviously, The Miz cannot win the 24/7 championship by countout or disqualification. They tried to bring Hendry back inside the ring, no avail. Oh, wait a minute. Gonna go for that vintage DDT on the outside. And I don't care how tough you are, that's gotta cause a concussion. Just ask Brody King how that's capable of. And now Hendry's the one on the defensive. Can Miz go for the cover again to become a two-time champion? The Miz has done it. The Miz has dethroned Joe Hendry. The amazing 24/7 title reign is finally over. The Miz is a two-time 24/7 champion. Joe Hendry was in control for most of this matchup. We thought it was going to be yet another successful title defense for our champion. However, The Miz, obviously the veteran, knows how to turn the tide of a matchup just like that. Look at Hendry, the amount of damage that he did to The Miz. But Miz able to connect a knee plus, shades of Bryan Danielson, and then the beautiful skull-crushing finale. We thought it was it right there, but it wasn't. Hendry tried to get more offense in on the outside. Beautiful military press slam, but then The Miz, this was it. Devastating DDT on the outside. Connected flush on the skull of Joe Hendry, and just like that, The Miz has become a two-time 24/7 champion. What a Universe Mode return for The Miz. This is his third overall championship win in his Universe Mode career. The Miz proving in fact that even in big 2025 he is still indeed awesome. What a win for our new 24/7 champion The Miz to kick off Friday Night Smackdown. Well, what a way to kick off SmackDown. We have a new 24/7 champion in The Miz. But now the show must go on, as here comes one half of the number one contenders for the World Tag Team titles, Supernova 11. Noam Dar is here. Oro Mensah by his side. Metaphor have been riding on tidal waves of momentum.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Metaphor from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 178 pounds. Supernova 11, Noam Dar.
Obviously, back at Saturday night's main event, Noam Dar and Oro Mensah of Metaphor defeated the Big Red Monsters, Braun Strowman and Eric Rowan, to become the number one contenders for the World Tag Team Champions Motor City Machine Guns at the Royal Rumble. And obviously, ever since Metaphor debuted on SmackDown, they have been undefeated. They are riding on tidal waves of momentum, as now Noam Dar finally will get a chance to go one-on-one with one half of the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley, here tonight on SmackDown. Obviously, it was last week that Motor City Machine Guns finally made their Universe Mode in-ring return. It has been so long since we have seen these two incredible talents.
Accompanied by Chris Sabin, representing the Motor City Machine Guns from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 215 pounds. One half of the World Tag Team Champions, Alex Shelley.
Motor City Machine Guns, one of the most accomplished tag teams in all of professional wrestling. Obviously, both Sabin and Shelley, very accomplished singles talents as well. TNA World Champions. But Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin last week, unfortunately, lost a non-title match to Pretty Deadly last week. But Alex Shelley hoping to make up for that loss with a singles victory over Noam Dar on the road to the Royal Rumble. And the Royal Rumble will actually be the Motor City Machine Guns' first defense of the World Tag Team Championships ever since winning those belts from the Dudley Boys a couple of months back. And we have been told the reason for that was because Chris Sabin of the Motor City Machine Guns suffered a shoulder injury. So instead of vacating the World Tag Team Championships, we held the World Tag Team title number one contenders tournament instead, while Chris Sabin was able to heal up. And that is why the Motor City Machine Guns are back here on Universe Mode. Alex Shelley now looking to get control of Noam Dar. And obviously the Motor City Machine Guns blamed their loss last week on SmackDown on ring rust. So Alex Shelley looking to get rid of that ring rust here tonight. But Noam Dar, going for the arm. And of course, Noam Dar, very accomplished in his days on NXT, four-time NXT Heritage Cup champion. But Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin have toured the world, dominated the independents and TNA. Oh, beautiful crossbody there by one half of the tag champs. Here's the cover and a kick out. Very few teams in Universe Mode have been able to call themselves World, or formerly known as the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Obviously, we got the Usos and the New Day AOP, the Dudley Boys, and now Motor City Machine Guns. And at the Royal Rumble, Meta 4 are looking to call themselves the new champs. And Noam Dar, very smart strategy, going for the leg of Alex Shelley. And now, going for the shoulder of Shelley. It looks like he's trying to make Shelley in a similar position as Sabin was. And now Noam Dar on the second rope into a axe handle. Noam Dar is dominating in the early going of this matchup. Obviously, Chris Sabin has got to be showing signs of concern for his partner. Obviously, Oro Mensah at ringside has got to be loving this. Anything to get momentum. And now Noam Dar in the corner. Oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, punt kick. Stunning Alex Shelley. And now Shelley on the apron. This is not looking good at all. Shelley falls on the floor right in front of Chris Sabin. And now Noam Dar holding down the ring. Chris Sabin not liking this. Oh my God. Tope Suicida, but that was a rough landing. Alex Shelley is motionless. Noam Dar, any means necessary for a victory. Oh, in the elbow. And Sabin is not enjoying this. And now Noam Dar on the top rope, looking to dish out more damage. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, going for the crossbody. Alex Shelley able to avoid it. Now on the top rope. Oh. Noam Dar trying to knock Alex Shelley off, and he does. Obviously, Shelley is nowhere near 100%. Here's the cover by Noam Dar, and Alex kicks out last possible second. You see a bit of frustration by Noam Dar after all the damage that he did to Alex. Alex Shelley is still alive. Flatliner. Oh, I guess Oro Mensah removed the buckle pad. Referee Jessica Carr trying to fix the buckle pad. Oh, but Alex Shelley able to fight off whatever Noam Dar was attempting into the moonsault. And now a desperate cover by Alex Shelley, but Noam Dar kicking out before the count could even begin. STO. That could be it. Cover. Hook of the leg, and not yet. Oh, well, this move. Oh, an armbar. I thought he was going to go for the Gargano escape, but Noam Dar, look at this. Able to get out of it. And now a clubbing blow to the back, and Oro Mensah again removing the buckle pad. When is Jessica Carr going to have enough and just eject Oro Mensah from ringside? But Noam Dar still taking advantage. Oh, no. Ow, going after the leg of Shelley. Alex has got to be in agonizing pain now. And Noam Dar just chopping down. Oh, look at this. Chris Sabin. Sabin's had enough. Now he's getting in the face of Noam Dar. I don't blame. Oh, wait a minute. Hurricane Rana by Shelley. Perfect distraction by the tag team champions. Brutal clothesline into a moonsault. Once again into the cover for the victory. Almost got it. That was the perfect cover by Chris Sabin. Alex Shelley on top. Elbow connects. Clearly didn't get all of it, but it was enough to knock Noam Dar down regardless. And now Alex Shelley has got to be thinking, what do I need to do now? What a match between these two talents on the road to the World Tag Team title match at the Royal Rumble. Irish whip. Oh, Shelley colliding right into the referee. Noam Dar still connecting with a bunch of strikes. That's why they call him the Supernova. Oh no. Now going for that injured leg into a submission. Shelly might be forced to tap. Shelly refusing to tap, but still favoring that leg that Noam Dar went after in the corner earlier in this match. And now Noam Dar, elbow again. That has got to be it. Cover, hook of the leg. Noam Dar is pinned one half of the tag team champions. Obviously, Alex Shelley tried fighting with every bone left in his body, but Noam Dar was focused, was determined. Look at this. Oh my God. Looking at that a second time is devastating. Noam Dar chopped down Alex Shelley, and that was enough for one half of the number one contenders to pin one half of the tag team champions. That's the second loss that Motor City Machine Guns have suffered since their Universe Mode return a week ago. Motor City Machine Guns are clearly going to have to regroup if they want any chance of retaining their titles. And then bam, dropping on the leg of Alex Shelley. Shelley still tried to fight back, much to his credit, but that was not enough. Bam! The second elbow connecting by Noam Dar, and that was all she wrote in this matchup. What a victory for Noam Dar of Meta-4 as the number one contenders riding on tidal waves of momentum. Can we potentially be looking at our next World Tag Team Champions after the Royal Rumble? What a victory for Noam Dar here on Smackdown. As we are back here on Friday Night Smackdown, and this match on the road to the Royal Rumble is personal. Here comes the first ever WWE Women's Champion in Universe Mode history, Asuka, making her way to the ring after officially being medically cleared.
Making her way to the ring, representing the Kabuki Warriors from Osaka, Japan.
I'm going to want to take you back to last week on Friday Night Smackdown, where Mercedes Moné and Kairi Sane had a promo battle setting up a tag team main event. Mercedes Moné chose Athena to be her tag team partner to take on the Kabuki Warriors, but later on in the night, Athena ruthlessly attacked Asuka backstage, so Kairi Sane was left without a partner. But Kairi Sane chose the newest signing of Friday Night Smackdown, Julia, in order to beat Mercedes Moné and Athena. Fast forward over a week later, Asuka has officially been medically cleared, and the first thing Asuka did was set up this match tonight. She wants revenge on the former Women's World Champion Athena, and this match, I can already tell, is going to be brutal. As Asuka is here, we await the arrival of the greatest champion in Ring of Honor history. Athena is here. Obviously, Athena and Asuka go way back in their days on NXT. But obviously both ladies have evolved so much since then, and Athena has been complaining about being on the sidelines for far too long. Obviously, this is the road to the Royal Rumble. Every woman in Universe Mode is going to want to prove themselves before getting a possible title match at WrestleMania, and now these two old rivals lock up yet again. And obviously, Asuka's tag team partner in the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane, will get a Women's World title opportunity against Mercedes Moné at the Royal Rumble event. Asuka and Athena both looking to enter the Women's Royal Rumble match. Imagine if we get potentially Asuka versus Kairi Sane at WrestleMania for the Women's World Championship. That would be a pretty interesting bout. But Athena, I think she was trying to attempt a tornado DDT, but unable to connect there. Now Asuka looking to take advantage. And obviously Asuka's been dying for another championship run in her Universe Mode career. And Asuka using her vintage striking ability. Obviously, Asuka was amazing in NXT in a 500-plus day reign as NXT Women's Champion. But if you want to talk about long reigns, we need to talk about Athena as Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. As Athena shotgun dropkick to Asuka in the corner. Athena, the longest champion ever in Ring of Honor history, male or female. Brutal strike to the back of Asuka. Now Athena into the cover, but Asuka's still a little bit fresh. But you could tell that both these ladies want to beat the crap out of each other. Beautiful roundhouse kick. I don't care what universe you're from, that's gotta hurt. And now Athena looking to chop down Asuka any way she can. Double knees right to the gut. And obviously Athena's got to be frustrated at the fact that she lost that tag team match last week to Julia and Kairi Sane. Nice flatliner. We have been told Julia not here tonight, but Julia has declared for the Women's Royal Rumble match. Beautiful kick there by Asuka. Is now Asuka trying to get back in this fight. Using the ropes. Into the drop kick, connects. And now what is the former women's champion got to be thinking? Obviously a former women's champion on Raw. Look at this, triangle choke. Obviously a submission specialist is Asuka, but Athena able to get out of it. But Athena's still favoring the arm. And now disrespecting Asuka. And now Athena just stretching Asuka here, trying to get any means of control. Athena, former women's world champion, had an amazing reign with that belt. Nice leg drop. Obviously, that was all the way back in Season 1. This is now Season 3, and both these ladies want to prove they are both worthy of being women's champions, even all these years later. Nice shot right of the leg of Athena. And now here we go. Asuka into the rear view. Rear view connects on Athena. Shoulders down. This could be it. No, kick out of 2. But obviously, if we know anything about the Empress of Tomorrow, she will not back down. Wait a minute. God. Neck breaker. Every sense of the word. Athena with a kip up, though. Able to dust herself off. Beautiful shot. I should say brutal shot. Now again the double knees. And now Athena just trying to get any means of ground control. Asuka rolling out of the ring, but Athena is a killer. Shot right onto the apron. And now Athena again just looking to torture Asuka here on the outside. Now the Empress back inside the ring. No. Athena looking to finish the job she started last week. And now what's she thinking here? A stunner in a sense. And now Athena on the top. She could be going for it. It's been a long time since we've seen this. The Eclipse connects on Asuka. Here's the cover. Hug of the leg. Oh my god, Asuka kicked out of the Eclipse. What a match between these two old rivals. We're getting Fight Forever chant, showing their appreciation for both these ladies here. And now a splash by Athena. Athena's got to be thinking deep down in her mind, what do I need to do to put Asuka away here? Oh, crossface. The crossface applied on Asuka. She's got it in deep. And Asuka taps Athena with the win here on SmackDown. What a beautiful display of domination by the former women's champion Athena. These two ladies went back and forth. Clearly, both a lot of bad blood left in between them. Obviously, both looking for momentum heading to the Royal Rumble, but Athena was able to get her hand raised in victory. We thought that this was going to start to be it. Asuka with the rear view connecting on Athena, but was not able to get the job done. And Athena kept the control going in her favor. The beautiful Eclipse. It's been months since we have seen that connected, but that was not even enough to get the job done. So Athena knew she had to improvise. Brutal shot, able to ground Asuka, and then a crippling crossface, and Asuka had no choice but to tap. As Athena celebrates that hard-fought victory, finishing the job she started last week. And you gotta think, can Athena prove herself? And maybe we could see Athena as a women's champion again. What a victory by Athena here on SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on SmackDown as this is an all-star 8-man tag team match where the 4 winning men will qualify for the men's Royal Rumble match. You see on one side, Wesley, Sami Zayn, Andrade, and Darby Allin. The other side, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, Shinsuke Nakamura, Big Bronson Reed, and Rusev. Obviously a lot of former champions, but Dirty Dom on the outside of the ring becoming a subject of a 2-on-1 attack, it seems, by Andrade El Idolo and Sami Zayn. And a lot of these men, it's been a while since they've had any bit of spotlight here on Universe Mode. Sami Zayn and Dominic, former UK champions. Oh, what a minute. Wes Lee on the other side. One final beat to Bronson Reed. And Sami Zayn just going right after Dominic. Sami's not even the legal man. Dominic slamming Sami Zayn on the steel steps. Rusev going after Wesley. It is pandemonium here in this tag team match. Darby Allin now knocked down by Dominic. And Dom now going after Andrade. Obviously, Wesley's the legal man for Team Babyface. Someone's got to get some order in this thing. Oh, Sami now knocked down. Rusev continuing to go after Wes here. Dominic taking out all the other members of Team Babyface. This is insane here. And now Rusev finally bringing Wesley back inside the ring. We're going to get some bit of order now. Dominic Mysterio, former European champion. Rusev, first ever European champion. Here's a tag to the former WWE champion now, Shinsuke Nakamura, using Nakamura as a weapon, taking out Lee. And the last time we saw Nakamura in Universe Mode, it was Saturday night's main event, where he got a huge win over Dustin Rhodes. Elbow drop by Shin, now cover. And Darby Allin, former United States champion, able to kick out. Or I shouldn't say kick out, able to break up that cover. Sami Zayn, first ever United States champion, former UK champion as well. Andrade and Big Bronson Reed are the only two members of this match who have yet to win championship gold. Ooh. Actually, Bronson Reed is a former 24/7 champion, so it's really only Andrade. But Nakamura and Wes Lee, the two legal men in this matchup. Which four will qualify for the second annual Men's Royal Rumble? It was last year at the Royal Rumble where Shinsuke Nakamura cashed in Money in the Bank on Jon Moxley and became undisputed WWE champion in a reign that only lasted 48 hours. Nakamura would love to go to WrestleMania and get another chance to be world champ. Ooh, drop kick to the back of Wes Lee, and now Lee retreats into the corner. Brutal shot now. Wes Lee is getting decimated here by the King of Strong Style. Reverse suplex. And this match could be over already. Are we going to see Kinshasa perhaps? Here we go. No, Wes Lee able to counter last possible moment. The agility of this kid. Former AEW International Champion. Tag to Darby Allin. And now these two going to show signs of continuity. What a double team maneuver by these two daredevils. And obviously Darby Allin, obviously in real life successful in climbing Mount Everest. There is nothing that this man can't do. As now Darby Allin would love to advance to the second annual Royal Rumble match. Darby was in the Royal Rumble match last year. Coffin drop early on. Coffin drop connecting by Darby. This could be it. Almost won it for the babyface team. For Lee, Andrade, Sammy, and Darby. Ooh, nice shot there by Shinsuke Nakamura, trying to turn the tide in this match. Obviously, Nakamura and Rusev being partners in this match are fitting. These two used to be tag team partners in their careers many moons ago. And now Dirty Dom legal yet again. Oh, but Darby able to take Dominic down. But Dominic able to fight off whatever Darby was going for. Beautiful slam there. Here's the cover. But Wes Lee able to break it up. Oh, Andrade. Well, Andrade was heading to the ring. I don't know what exactly he was going for there. Now heading up top, Sami Zayn legal. And the last time we saw Sami Zayn, he lost a World Heavyweight title opportunity to Roman Reigns at Saturday night's main event. And that has got to be eating away at the underdog from the underground. As now Sami Zayn trying to go after Dom, who has so much history with, back on their days on Monday Night Raw together. Now they're both on the Smackdown roster together. Sami Zayn, brain buster on the outside. Obviously, you can win this match by pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification. And Sami, beautiful drop. Great agility there by the veteran. And now the count of 7. And Sami realizes, breaks the count, wants a legitimate win for these 4 men. But you got to think for Andrade, Darby, and Wes, they probably wanted the count out. It'd be an easy way for all 4 of these men to get into the Royal Rumble match. And now Dominic back in the ring, and so is Sami. This match continues. Very rare do we have 8-man tag team matches. Oh no. Big Bronson Reed. Oh, and Bronson looking for a roll-up early on, and a kick out by Sami Zayn. Last time we saw Bronson Reed, it was last week when he lost to Roman Reigns in his own right. Haruba kick out of nowhere to the big man. Here's the cover to win the matchup for his team, and almost got it. Big Bronson Reed is one scary dude. Dominic in the ring. And Sami with a slam. And Sami Zayn trying to fight off 2 men at once. That's why Sami's accomplished so much in his career. Cover. Hook of the leg and a kick out by Bronson. I don't know what Dominic was doing on the other side of the ring, but tried to go for a distraction. Now Bronson into the wasteland and a senton. And now Rusev has his chance to be legal. Last time we saw Rusev, he lost to main event Jey Uso in a hardcore title match. Nice slam by Rusev, and now Sami legal, and so is Andrade. Oh, knee right to the gut. And now Darby able to fight off Shinsuke, which gives Andrade an opening here. Oh, beautiful combination. Obviously, Andrade has had numerous title shots in his Universe Mode career. The Smackdown Tag Team Championships, the Intercontinental Championship, hell, even at Fastlane, the World Heavyweight Championship. And now Shinsuke has Andrade up into the driver. Can this be it for the heels to win the matchup? No, kick out by Andrade. This might be a bit of frustration forming on Shinsuke Nakamura. And now a beautiful slam there. Heading to the middle rope. Waiting for Andrade to get back to his feet here. Oh! And of course, Andrade's LFI stablemate Dragon Lee will be in his own Rumble qualifying match later on tonight. But Rusev's legal again. Oh, and brutal shots right to the legs of Andrade. And Rusev fired up, but he doesn't realize Andrade just tagged in Wes Lee. But now Rusev realizes, and he's going in. And the big man just chopping down on the back of the former AEW International Champion. And now Rusev realizing Andrade's still in the ring. And takes him down as well. But Wes Lee able to recover just in time. Rusev was distracted. And now, oh, DDT. And Darby Allin legal yet again. These two men, a lot of history. Ooh. Elbow right to the arm. Darby able to roll through. Into the Stun Dog Millionaire. Darby heading to the top yet again. Can he be thinking another coffin drop? No, Darby waiting for Rusev to get back to his feet. Oh, what the hell was that? What was he going for there? Probably a cross body. Oh, and Rusev dropping on the arm of Darby. He could separate his shoulder like that. And now Darby with a slam of his own. And now Darby heading back to the top. Into another coffin drop. Connects on Rusev. Here's the cover, but Shinsuke immediately breaking it up. Darby. I think he was trying to go for Shinsuke, but Shinsuke made it back to the apron. What an 8-man tag team match here on Friday Night SmackDown, episode 11 of Season 3. And obviously a lot of the men in this matchup don't like to play with others, but all 8 of these men know if they want to make it to the Royal Rumble for a chance to main event WrestleMania, you're going to have to make an exception. And Nakamura tagged in again by Rusev. Good to see these two back on the same page. Oh, both men were thinking similar moves. But Darby Allin now trying to get some strikes in on Nakamura here. Nakamura is the only man in this match to have won a world championship in his Universe Mode career. Nakamura now. Kinshasa to Darby Allin. Here's the cover. Sami Zayn able to break it up. And I believe Jessica Carr got involved in the carnage. But Big Bronson Reed is legal. And now Jessica Carr acknowledges the tag, even though she hasn't officially seen it. And Bronson Reed going on a much lighter Darby Allin now. Darby now retreating on the apron. And Bronson Reed, oh God, I believe Darby busted open. Here's the cover. And Wesley able to break it up before the count could begin. I believe Jessica Carr was still feeling the effects of that collision with Sami Zayn. A little slam there by Bronson, now the former enforcer of the original bloodline. And now tags in Dirty Dom. Seeing these two team up, it's crazy. And Dominic now going after Darby. Dominic was brought here to SmackDown as part of a trade for Baron Corbin going back to Monday Night Raw. And Dominic with a splash. Can Dominic earn a win for the heel team? No, Andrade at the last possible moment. Bronson legal yet again. And Bronson knows it is now or never. Throwing Darby over. Oh God, are we going to see... I think Bronson's thinking tsunami, but Nakamura was in the way. And now Darby Allin. Oh, into a trust fall. And now here's the cover to go to the Rumble. Kick out at one by the big man. And that's why you need someone like Bronson Reed on your team. Oh no. We've seen this before. Dropping Darby right on his neck. Here's the cover by Bronson Reed to go to the Royal Rumble. That's it. Bronson Reed, Shinsuke Nakamura, Rusev, and Dominic Mysterio have qualified for the Men's Royal Rumble match. What a victory. And obviously all four men on the heel side were actually able to play nice and team up, get on the same page in order for those four men to advance to the second annual Men's Royal Rumble match. Darby Allin, Wesley, Andrade, and Sami Zayn brought back to the drawing board. It's unfortunate, but the heels were just that much stronger, especially having two big men like Bronson Reed and Rusev on your team. That is a difference maker. Bronson Reed crushing the ribs of Sami Zayn. Look at Darby, the incredible stun dog millionaire. We thought that could have been a difference maker. As a matter of fact, was not. Shinsuke with a beautiful Kinshasa to Darby Allin. And Dominic with a frog splash. But in the end, it was Big Bronson Reed dropping Darby Allin on his neck. And that was all she wrote for the heel team.
Here are your winners, Dominic Mysterio, Shinsuke Nakamura, Bronson Reed, and Rusev.
What a victory. Rusev, Dominic Mysterio, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Bronson Reed are heading to the Royal Rumble. Can one of these men actually become the second ever Royal Rumble winner? We will have to find out when that time comes, but what a victory for these four men here on Friday Night SmackDown. As we are back here on SmackDown, as we are joined by the Women's Intercontinental. As we excuse the interruption, the Women's Intercontinental Champion Julia Hart is here, microphone in hand, as she is set to address the WWE Universe. What is this all about? SmackDown is the home of the hottest women's division in Universe Mode, and yet, I don't have a challenger. So I am sick of sitting around backstage waiting for that moment. So I am issuing an official open challenge to any woman who wants to step up and face me. Uh-oh. There's Natalya. Well, I was waiting so long for this moment as well. The Intercontinental Championship is synonymous with the Hart name. So how about this? Royal Rumble? You and me. Alright, but let's have a match actually right now. Wait, what? We're going to get a one-on-one match between Natalya and Julia Hart? Why are we getting it tonight? Well, Natalya said, how about at the Royal Rumble, you and me for the Women's Intercontinental Championship? But Julia saying, well, how about you prove yourself? You have a one-on-one match with me tonight. Maybe I'll give you that opportunity. Obviously, Natalya, we haven't really seen her that much here in Universe Mode, so Julia Hart potentially wanting to make Natalya prove that she can hang with the best women's division in Universe Mode right now. But Natalya doing pretty good in the opening goings of this matchup. Natalya fired up. She said she's been waiting for an open challenge so Natalya can make her name known. And I don't even think Julia Hart even expected Natalya to bring this amount of fire. Bringing the Intercontinental Champion over to the corner. Obviously, this is personal for Natalya. Obviously, her family members holding that Intercontinental Championship in the past. Her uncle Bret Hart, the legendary Owen Hart as well, the British Bulldog. So many greats have held that championship. Natalya wants to live up to her family legacy and hold that women's Intercontinental Championship currently around the waist of Julia Hart. But Julia into a neck breaker. So I guess this has officially become a title eliminator match. Unscheduled, but Julia dressed to fight. Natalya wanting to answer the call out made by Julia Hart. Wanted it to be at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, but Julia Hart wanted the match right now. The title not on the line, however. Natalya looking to get back into this matchup, this impromptu matchup here on SmackDown. And Natalya, oh look at this, into a beautiful drop kick to Julia Hart. Now here's the cover to beat the champion kick out. Obviously still a little bit early in this match. We still got so much action still to come. And now Natalya going for the shoulder of Julia here. Oh, now brutal strikes. Oh, God. Julia Hart, as well as being the current Women's Intercontinental Champion, is also a former Women's World Champion. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Taking Natalya down. And the flatliner. Can this be it for Julia Hart to beat Natalya? No, Natalya stays alive. You can see a bit of frustration. Oh, and now Julia going to use the feet on the ropes. Try to get a cheap victory. Yeah, great mentality of a champion. And now a DDT. And Julia Hart, can she do it? She's beaten Natalya here on SmackDown. Well, the Women's Intercontinental Champion sending a message. Natalya wanted to step up to the plate. And in this non-title match, Julia Hart has just silenced Natalya. And we gotta think, is this the end of this rivalry, or is Natalya going to bounce back even better? Because Natalya wanted this match to be at the Royal Rumble, but Julia's like, fuck you, let's have this match like right now. And Julia Hart has beaten Natalya here on SmackDown. What does this mean for the Women's Intercontinental Championship picture? We'll have to find out. But what a victory for Julia Hart here in this impromptu match on SmackDown. As we are back here on SmackDown, as it is another Men's Royal Rumble qualifying match, as Dragon Lee is in the house. Dragon Lee, obviously in Season 2, had a pretty eventful career since coming back from injury. He tried to be a part of the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, failed. He and his brother Roosh tried to win the World Tag Team titles and failed. And also Andrade and Dragon Lee tried being a part of the Tag Team title #1 Contenders Tournament. Even Dragon Lee had a match with Eric Rowan for the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam, and Dragon Lee failed. But Dragon Lee looking to accomplish, hopefully taking part in the second annual Men's Royal Rumble match. Dragon Lee, if he wants to do that, he needs to beat this man, Damian Priest, who also has plans to qualify for the men's Royal Rumble match. Damian Priest was in last year's Royal Rumble match, had a pretty good performance. And for Damian Priest, he said he doesn't just want to be in the Royal Rumble, he needs to be in the Royal Rumble, because Damian Priest is the only member of the Judgment Day, present or past, who has never won a championship in a Universe Mode career. And Damian Priest has had numerous title shots in his Universe Mode career. Damian Priest believes now more than ever is his time, hoping to challenge for either the World Heavyweight Championship or the undisputed WWE title. Damian Priest, if he wants to go to the Rumble, needs to beat Dragon Lee. You hear the fans in attendance actually favoring Dragon Lee in this matchup. And Dragon Lee's mentor, Rey Mysterio, the current WWE United Kingdom champion over on Monday Night Raw. Dragon Lee hoping to follow in his mentor's footsteps and win a Royal Rumble match. As right now this qualifying match is underway, Dragon Lee's actually in control in the opening going over Damian Priest. Obviously still to come, we're going to hear from the Women's World Champion Mercedes Moné, and then our main event tag team, Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu against Jay White and Juice Robinson. And now Damian Priest able to take Dragon Lee down. Obviously at Backlash last year in Puerto Rico, Damian Priest failed to become the World Heavyweight Champion against the champion at the time, Eddie Kingston. And now Damian Priest. Oh, big boot to the luchador. And now the beautiful splash. Here's the cover. And obviously, Dragon Lee's ally Andrade failed to qualify for the Royal Rumble earlier on tonight. Damian Priest's former ally Dominic Mysterio was able to qualify. And I bet that gave Damian Priest even more incentive to be in the Rumble. Damian Priest doesn't really like Dirty Dom no more. Damian Priest has left the Judgment Day behind him. He wants to follow his own destiny. And now Dragon Lee trying to get back in this match, but the big man Damian Priest. Oh, the dirty deeds. Shades of John Moxley. And the straps are already down. And Damian Priest means business. Are we going to see it? The South of Heaven chokeslam to go to the Royal Rumble match. Damian Priest has qualified. Just like that. Damian Priest meant business here tonight, as he easily vanquishes Dragon Lee, and Damian Priest will go to the Royal Rumble in over 2 weeks for a chance to go to WrestleMania against a champion of his choice.
Here is your winner, Damian Priest.
What a victory for Damian Priest as he is going to the Royal Rumble. Can we be looking at our Royal Rumble winner? We will have to find out in over 2 weeks at the Royal Rumble. What a victory for Damian Priest. As we are back here on Smackdown, that is the Women's World Champion Mercedes Moné looking to address last week's tag team loss, and also Kairi Sane heading into the Royal Rumble. Last week was a setback. I was not prepared for Julia, and that bitch was able to pin me in the middle of this ring. Kairi Sane, I want you to come on out here. Well, there's Kairi Sane. Mercedes, what are you doing? Already making excuses for your setbacks? Are you just a little bitch that you want to blame Julia for your losses? Because at the Royal Rumble, I'm taking that title from you. Oh, really? Well, you're a little short stack, and you can't get the job done without the Kabuki Warriors or Julia by your side. Well, I'll see you at the Rumble, bitch. Well, tensions rising between these two competitors. Childish insults, if you ask me. Obviously, tensions flaring. Mercedes is frustrated after that loss last week. Kairi Sane accusing Mercedes of blaming other people for her own failures. But that is set up perfectly for the Royal Rumble. Kairi Sane and Mercedes Moné reigniting their old rivalry, as Mercedes Moné will defend the Women's World Championship against Kairi Sane. Will Mercedes have another successful defense under her belt, or will Kairi Sane win her first piece of championship gold in her Universe Mode career? We will find out in over 2 weeks at the Royal Rumble. What a tense promo exchange between Kairi Sane and Mercedes Moné, but it is now time for our main event of the evening, as here comes the Samoan werewolf, the enforcer of the bloodline, Jacob Fatu, who we have been told is in this year's Royal Rumble match due to some politics by the wise man Paul Heyman.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf.
Obviously, a couple of weeks ago, Jacob Fatu failed to become the Intercontinental Champion, but Jacob Fatu now is full steam ahead to the Royal Rumble match, where he believes that he can go to WrestleMania and challenge for the World Championship. But here's the problem. Both members of the Anoa'i family are champions. The Rock is the current undisputed WWE Champion. Roman Reigns, his partner tonight, is the current World Heavyweight Champion. A lot of people believe that Jacob Fatu is going to target The Rock if he wins the Royal Rumble match, but I don't know, because The Rock's the High Chief. So it's going to be pretty interesting if Jacob Fatu manages to win the Royal Rumble match. Well, speaking of Roman Reigns, he is in the house. The man who has held that championship ever since All In, when he defeated Eddie Kingston for the belt. And he is set to defend the title once again against Switchblade Jay White at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view event. The world champ is here with the wise man in tow. Roman Reigns.
By the wise man
Roman Reigns, the second man in Universe Mode history to win both the WWE and World Heavyweight Championships. Roman Reigns has accomplished so much in his Universe Mode career. Every single person that we've tried to put Roman Reigns against, he has put down. But at the Royal Rumble, Jay White will have the opportunity to put the Tribal Chief down for good. As Jay White, noticing that Jacob Fatu is always going to be in Roman's corner, Jay White had to make a phone call. We have been told Juice Robinson will make his Universe Mode return tonight, which set up this tag team main event. Bullet Club Gold against the Bloodline. As the Bloodline are here. First time that Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu will be in a 2-on-2 tag team match.
Weighing in at 237 pounds, Jay White.
Switchblade Jay White, new and improved. Making his way to the ring, Jay White, former AEW World Champion in Universe Mode, also a former Intercontinental Champion. And Jay White shared the story. Last year at WrestleMania, he defeated Finn Balor to become the Intercontinental Champion. Jay White would love to walk into the second WrestleMania as World Heavyweight Champion and become the first man in Universe Mode history to win both a WWE and AEW World Championship. Actually, second behind Will Ospreay. As here comes Juice Robinson, making his way to the ring.
Weighing in at 218 pounds, super smooth, Jushin Robinson.
Juice Robinson. It's been a while since we have seen this man, really ever since the whole rivalry between Bullet Club and the United Empire. See Juice Robinson with the Bullet Club logo, also the All Elite Wrestling logo underneath it, obviously talking about their time in AEW back before AEW's cancellation in our Universe Mode, where these two men almost became our first ever AEW World Tag Team Champions. Well, here we go, our main event tonight. Jacob Fatu starting the match against Jay White. We saw these two tangle last week, where it was Jacob Fatu who got the victory. But he didn't face this Jay White, he faced a different Jay White. Paul Heyman also is going to be a bit of a factor in this match, you got to think. Cheering on Jacob. Uh-oh. And early on, Jacob throwing Jay White over the top. We're going to see a flying werewolf. Here we go. Oh. Oh, and I believe Jay White hit a bit of the announce table as well. And now Jacob with those vintage headbutts. Imagine if we actually see possibly Jay White versus Jacob Fatu for the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. And Jay White's incentives for challenging Roman Reigns, getting up in his face and wanting to be the next to challenge Roman, was because he wanted to do what Will Ospreay couldn't do at Survivor Series, and that is become World Champion by beating Roman Reigns. And now Jay White trying to get control of Jacob Fatu now. The former AEW World Champ. Flatliner, I believe Paul Heyman brought in a kendo stick. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Jacob was so close to tagging in Roman Reigns. But now Jacob Fatu. Oh, brutal shot to Jay White. Uh-oh. Full steam ahead, taking out White. Here's the cover. Ref? Okay, I'm going to see if he does the cover again. Headbutt. Here comes Roman Reigns. And now Roman Reigns pummeling Jay White. We're getting a little bit of a Royal Rumble preview. Kendo stick still in the ring. And Roman Reigns said he was going to make Jay White regret getting up in the Tribal Chief's face and challenge for the world title. And now Jay White taken out. Okay, fuck this. Stupid ref. Fucking 2K, fix your fucking shit. I know. Can I hit the ref? No, I'm just not allowed. I want to target. Oh, I was able to target the referee for a second. Can I target? Yep. Fuck you. Pay attention to the match. Oh, and Juice Robinson. There we go. We'll play a story to that. Well, we managed to get the referee back in control here. Roman Reigns was going after the referee for not paying attention to the cover. Juice Robinson is legal yet again. Try to go for a moonsault on Roman Reigns. Jacob Fatu into a collision. Juice Robinson, it has been over a couple of months since we've seen him, and Jacob Fatu going at Jay White's right-hand man. And a beautiful splash. This is Juice Robinson's first encounter with the Samoan werewolf, and I bet it could be his last. Powerbomb connects. Good on Juice Robinson, though. Roman Reigns was focused on the referee, trying to wake him up. And Juice Robinson connected a beautiful backstabber to the Tribal Chief, but was not enough. And now Jacob throwing Juice back in the ring. And Jay White instantly breaking up the cover. But Fatu into a beautiful slam. Bullet Club Gold not looking so well right now. Robinson getting pummeled by Jacob here. And now the werewolf on the top. This is gonna hurt. Into a diving headbutt. Cover. Hook of the leg. And almost won it for the bloodline. All for momentum. Heading to the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Referee fixing the buckle pad, but Juice Robinson crawling and tags in Switchblade. And the Blade Runner to Fatu. Jay White with the Blade Runner for the win. And almost got the win for Bullet Club. You hear the tag team wrestling chants by the fans in attendance. A flatliner by White. And another kick out by Jacob. Oh, Robinson, I think, with a cheap shot as well. And now Jay White. Look at this. Sending Jacob shoulder first into the ring post. And Jacob is in trouble. Knee right to the corner. Here's the cover for the victory in our main event. And Jacob Fatu. Last possible moment. And look at Paul Heyman. Heyman once again removing the buckle pad. But Jay White. This is when you know he means new and improved. And another spinning Uranagi. Referee fixing the buckle pad. Jay White taunting the fans in attendance. But Roman Reigns is legal yet again. Clothesline. And now the World Heavyweight Champion taking advantage of the chaos. That is what Roman feeds on. Superman punch to the #1 contender. Can this be enough? Juice Robinson instantly breaking up the cover. And now Jay White looking to take advantage. Flatliner. This is a perfect opportunity for momentum. If Jay White can pin Roman Reigns ahead of the Royal Rumble. Tag to Juice. Robinson, legal spear out of nowhere. But Jay White was right there to break up the cover. That definitely would have been it. Roman Reigns picture perfect spear to Juice Robinson. But Jay White got himself involved. And now Robinson able to counter the Tribal Chief. Trying to go for strikes. Roman down to a knee. What has Juice got in mind? Oh! Shot right to the midsection. And Juice Robinson is going ham. Man, does it feel good to see Bullet Club Gold back together. And now Jay White dropping Roman Reigns to the outside. And now Jay White going after Jacob. Oh no. Oh, skull first on the apron. And now Jay White going after Roman Reigns. We meant it when we said Royal Rumble preview. And Jay White going after the leg. What an episode of Smackdown this has been. We crowned a new 24/7 champion in The Miz. We saw Natalya make her Universe Mode return against the Intercontinental Champion Julia Hart. Wait a minute, count of 8. Jay White looking to incapacitate Roman Reigns. And Roman breaks the count. I believe Jacob fought off an attack by Jay White. Match continues. Roman Reigns barely escaped the count. That would have resulted in a count-out win for Bullet Club Gold. Death Valley driver by Jay White. Referee trapped in the corner. Kick out by Roman. Referee, I don't know what his issue is tonight. And the third spinning Uranagi of the match. Tag to Robinson yet again. And now here comes Juice into a moonsault. Oh, Roman able to recover. Another spear. And again Jay White gets involved. And you gotta think that is going to frustrate Roman Reigns. Tag to the werewolf. Brutal shot right to the gut. Now Jacob Fatu is released. Collision. And now Jacob looking to get a bit of a breather. Ah, bro kick. Bit of a distraction there by Jay White, and Juice Robinson looks to take full advantage. Oh, bit of a botch there. Obviously could be a bit of ring rust for Juice. And another pop-up Samoan drop by Fatu. Tag again to Roman. Ah, V-Trigger to the world champion. Roman is dazed. Spear! The third spear of the match. And Jay White kicks out of the spear. Very rarely do we see people kick out of the spear. It's usually one and done. Another tag to Jacob. Frequent tags now in this main event matchup. And now you got to think Roman and Jacob have got to be thinking up a strategy senton. Will Jay White even make it to the Royal Rumble? Jacob Fatu. Looking for his own spear and juggle. Beautiful counter by the #1 contender. Jacob on the apron. And again, Jay White. And now Jacob is busted open. That's the opening that Jay White needs. Oh, the enziguri though by Jacob. Jacob Fatu, ever since coming to Universe Mode, has been an absolute main event mainstay. Look at the blood on the face of the werewolf, of the enforcer. Crossbody. Cover on White for the win, for the bloodline. No, that was almost it. Now the frustration starting to show. Not a lot of things have been going Jacob's way in the past few weeks. Jacob looking for the end. Went for a splash. Jay moving out of the way. Now bringing Jacob over to Bullet Club's corner. Tag again. And Robinson with the shot right to the gut. And the strike. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman aren't liking this. Robinson with the knee right to the face. And that blood is still starting to flow. Throwing Jacob over near the steel ring steps. Now Robinson looking to rearrange furniture. Count of 5. Robinson on the top. Oh, got into a beautiful kick. Robinson is back and better than ever. Look at him go. No, God. That would have been an amazing move had it connected. But now the knee right to the gut of Fatu. Oh my God. Brutal elbows. Oh, wait a minute. Quick counter by Jacob. Oh. Knee into the corner of his own. And now Fatu on the apron waiting for Juice to get back to his feet. Clothesline. Cover to get the win in our main event. No. And now Jacob is pissed off. He thought this match would have been over by now. Tag to Roman Reigns. Oh, look at this. Double super kick. Shades of the Usos. And now Roman into the Boston Crab. Robinson could be forced to tap. Will Robinson tap? No, he won't. Who would have thought we'd ever see Roman Reigns and Juice Robinson share the ring? Wait a minute. Feast your eyes to the world champion. Cover. Wait a minute. Oh, Roman. Roman grabbed the bottom rope, but did you see Jacob Fatu? Did you see the hesitation? Jacob was going to head over to break up the cover spell by Robinson. Cover. Hug the leg and the Roman kicks out again. Robinson's tried everything. Jacob didn't even try to break up the cover that time. What the hell's going on with the werewolf? Jay White has this in the bag. Driver to the champion. Roman Reigns is beatable into the Blade Runner. This could be it. Shoulders down. Jay White has pinned the world champion. Jay White has pinned Roman Reigns. Bullet Club Gold has beaten the Bloodline, but better yet, Jay White has pinned Roman Reigns ahead of the Royal Rumble match, proving indeed Roman Reigns is in fact beatable, and that Jay White is absolutely a possible contender to end Roman's historic reign. We thought this was it. Roman with a beautiful spear to Juice Robinson. It was not in fact it. It was back and forth between these two teams. But look at this. We thought we were going to get an incredible upset in and of itself. Juice Robinson with a feast your eyes, and that almost beat Roman. But look at Jacob here. Was going to run to break up the cover. Thankfully, Roman grabbed the bottom rope, but Jacob then decided not to break up the cover. Robinson hit an incredible spear, which almost beat Roman that time, but Roman still refusing to give up until Jay White was legal, and then hit an incredible driver, realizing that probably wouldn't have been it, so went in for the kill shot into the Blade Runner, and then 1, 2, 3. Juice Robinson with an incredible win. Sorry, Jay White. Juice Robinson and Jay White, Bullet Club Gold, reunited, and it feels so good. But better yet, Jay White now has huge amounts of momentum heading into the Royal Rumble. Are we looking at the man who can dethrone Roman Reigns and win the World Heavyweight Championship? What a victory for Jay White and Juice Robinson in our main event of SmackDown. But ladies and gentlemen, that will have to conclude Season 3, Episode 11 of SmackDown here in our WWE 2K25 Universe mode. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on so that way you never miss an upload. Thank you once again to Wolf Ferris of Wolf Den Wrestling for always booking these SmackDown cards and any SmackDown related matches on premium live events. And with all that being said, this has been your boy Will from Will's Wrestling Corner. I will see you in the next video. Be good people, and peace.